All right, so today we're going to be going over the website builder, the website manager, three things. So we're going to go through, we're actually going to create a website on the fly. I'll do it live, show you guys how that works, so you can see how easy it is. We've built this tool around making the whole website process as easy for you guys as possible. The next thing we're going to do is I'll just get some feedback here. All right, sorry about that, guys. So next we're going to go through, after that, we're going to go through actually one of our websites, and I'll show you what it comes with, what functionalities it has. These are going to be completely pre-built websites so you guys can plug and play. And then the next thing we're going to do is I'll show you how to actually manage and edit the pages within your website, edit the navigation bar and things like that. Make changes that you want to change within your website. All right, so when we are in BNTouch, okay, and just like with any feature here, guys, if you want to add this to your account, you're going to go up into the top right corner. You're going to go into the modules section. You will find websites, and then you just go ahead and check this box for on, okay? Once that happens, if you already have the website tool activated, you're going to go into your options tab. That's where you're going to really edit and manage all of the tools that you have activated through BNTouch. And then you'll see here, there's this website manager tool. Okay, we're going to go ahead and click into there. And we still have a website. So I'm going to delete the one we have, and we'll start over from scratch. All right, so all real time. All right, so it's super simple to set up, you guys. When you come into here, this is what it'll first look like when you enter your website portal, your website section for the first time. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is enter a domain name. This you can get from a website like GoDaddy. There's tons of them online. If you don't know how to do that, there will be some resources within the training and support section here that'll show you how to get a domain name if it's your first time doing it. It's very easy. They're $6 to $20 a month. It's not a hard thing to do. This is a test one we're going to use, and then you set a password. So this password is going to be how you log into your sort of back end of your website to make changes. And you don't need to remember this. Once you create your website, it's easy to sort of reveal that for yourself. So let's go ahead and set our password. All right. And then the last step to creating your website it's literally a 3-step process. Is choosing the template that you want to use for your website. Okay. Right now we have 6 templates available. You'll see them all laid out here. If you hover, you'll get a bigger one. If you hover over this preview, you'll get an even bigger one. And then if you click preview, it'll actually bring you to an example website, so you can actually get a really in-depth look at what's going to be on it, how it's all going to be laid out, so you can choose one that's the best for you. Okay, I like this first one here, so we're just going to go ahead and select it. So we did domain name, set the password, we're selecting the website, and then we go ahead and save and continue. Okay, this may take 15 to 30 seconds as this all gets together, but this is creating an entire website from scratch right now. Boom, and there we go. So we've just created an entire website fully populated with content in a matter of a minute. Okay, so this is our website backend. Before we get into here, though, I'm actually just going to go through what actually comes on the website, what the website is with you guys, so we can all take a look. Okay, the really cool thing, I'd say the most important reason that you would want to create a website through our tool, through BNTouch, is that all of your sort of features, forms, call to actions, anything where you collect information from someone is going to be automatically integrated with BNTouch. So if someone fills out a form on your website to become a lead, they'll go right into your lead pipeline on BNTouch. Okay, so if you see here, you have all these pages at the top, which these can all be edited. And if let's say we'll just click into a couple, right? They're already filled with content. So you can set up this website and start moving forward. It's up to you if you want to actually come into the pages and make edits and change different things, add new pages, whatever. But it is full with there's refinance information, a refinance checklist, loan options. There's about your team. You can actually hire people using this website. With this join our team, they can fill out a form and then go to your recruiting or HR team different programs, tons of stuff that we already have with obviously an apply now button. And we're going to have again here this get a quick quote, which is going to submit them as a lead, will be put onto all your pages. And then at the top right here, we have the phone number to get in touch. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go back to the home page. So let's say someone was interested, they wanted to apply now. Right, it'll bring them to an application here. This is a form to get started. And they can actually start their digital 1003. If you have your digital 1003 activated with us, they can actually start that right here from your website, start filling out the digital 1003 form. So it's eliminating a lot of these steps, right? Technically, someone they didn't even talk to you yet, and they could have started filling out digital 1003 right here. Okay, so once they fill out this, it's going to go right into their digital 1003, and they can fill that out from BNTouch within the portal. So it'll all be connected to their record, so you can see how far along they are. We'll go back to the front. Cool. Another thing that you can do with these websites here, you guys, is let's say you are in a large corporate office, even a medium corporate office, right? And you want, when you give your business card to a potential borrower, you want them to come to the website. When they put in their contact info, you want that specifically to go into your pipeline and not sort of the corporate admin, the larger pipeline of leads. You want it to go directly to you. We have this feature here where when you create a website through your office, everyone within your office gets their own unique website they can use to collect leads for themselves. Okay, really cool feature. So everyone has a username within BNTouch. So all you would have to do when your website's created is put in your username. So your website / your username in BNTouch, and it'll take you to a specific website tailored just for you. Okay, so you'll see here that the demo A is the username for this Amy Smith loan officer within our account. So if I put this onto my business card and then gave this out, it would actually switch up the website a little bit so that this has all of my specific contact information rather than my company's contact information. Okay, and then when they do submit a lead, or apply or fill out any of your forms, it'll go directly into me as Amy Smith, or right into my loan pipeline, my lead pipeline, rather than the company's. Okay. And again, you'll see here, you can also, if you have a returning borrower, they can have access to their portal right here from your website as well. Cool. Let's see. So the next piece, so that's how you create a website. The next piece of what actually comes on the website. And then I'm going to quickly show you guys how you can get in and actually make changes to some of these pages if you wanted to. And then I'll go ahead and I see there's some questions in there. I'll spend a few minutes answering those questions as well. Okay, so I said here, this is the information. Remember, if you have a password, you don't have to worry about remembering it. You can show and hide your password from here. Okay. On this dashboard, you'll see a couple other things. From this spot, you can actually visit your website if you made a change and you wanted to take a look or you wanted to get to it quickly. Okay, we actually have a written guide. So outside of this webinar or any of our walkthrough videos, if you had a question about how to do anything within here, you'll actually be able to click into here, and there's a written guide that'll answer anything for you. And then down here at the bottom, there's a statistics section. Because we just created this website, obviously nothing's going to show up yet, but it'll show you, how many visitors you have, if they're new or returning. It'll give you a bunch of different stats so you can see how your website's trending, if you're doing better, getting more traffic, anything along those lines. If you've ever used Google Analytics, it pulls information from there, so it'll look familiar if you've used Google Analytics to track your website before. Cool. And then to make edits, all we got to do is go here into this admin panel. All right. And then this page, right off the bat, it may look a little bit complicated. I promise it's not. It's just first thing right here is it's just going to show you all of the pages on your website. Okay, so this is the URL, meaning if you go to your website / whatever this is, it'll take you to that page. So my website / about_rates will take you to the about rates page. Okay, so this is just every page on your website listed out. Very simple. And then we have a couple of different options we can do here. So this first icon is to preview the web page. So if you made a change and you didn't want to publish it, you wanted to take a look at it before you published, you can do that. This pencil is going to be to edit the page, and then simply pretty obviously this red trash can is to delete a page. Okay, so let's say we wanted to preview the About Us page. We click on that, it'll bring us right to the About Us page. All right, and you can also get this URL up here if you wanted to send it to someone, if you wanted to take them right to that page. Let's say we want to edit this. Okay, let's say we wanted to add a different form onto this page, right? So this is going to be very similar to like when you create an email, this sort of the what you see, what you get as you type stuff out. Okay, so it's going to be the page title. These are just going to pull from here, right? Page title, menu name. Okay, and then you have all the content. Again, all you got to do is type, adding content here, and this will be instantly put on your website. Okay, and then we're going to say we're going to add a new form. Let's say we wanted to change that. So we can get into the source code. If you wanted to do this with HTML, or you have a developer, you can get in there. You can add tables, change the formatting, right? Do tons of cool different stuff. All right. So it looks like for this page specifically that the form's locked in, but you get the point. Adding images, right? Preview the page, insert videos, all that kind of fun stuff. We can even insert files. All right. So when you're done, we just added in some content. You go ahead and click Save. If you wanted to look at it again, you could click this little preview icon, and then you go to Publish. Okay, once you publish, that's going to make it live on your website for everyone to see. Okay, if you wanted to add a new page, there's this button right here. Right, you put in the URL, put the menu name. So this is how it's going to show up in the navigation bar at the top. So that's how it's going to show up here. Page title. Okay, this is what it's going to be called within your website, and then the data file. Just make this the same as the page title. You don't have to worry about that. And then when you're done, you hit save, and that'll actually add it to your pages. Okay, and then the last piece, you can actually edit the menu, which is this navigation bar up here at the top. Okay, so this is going to be all. These are going to be all of the links in your navigation bar here. Okay, and then these smaller ones below it, these are going to be drop downs. Okay, so you'll actually see all these drop down links. These are going to be these smaller pieces here. You can delete anything off your navigation bar that you don't want. So if there is a page about that we auto populate on there that you don't want, you can easily delete it. Okay, and then you can move the positioning. So let's say we wanted to move About Us. It's really important that people know our sort of backstory. We can change About Us to the second link. So that'll put it right after home. So we've sort of moved it bloop, 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 forward a couple spaces. The next piece is we can actually add things to our drop downs as well. So if there's a page that you created, let's say we wanted to add join our team to the learning center, right? Let's go ahead. We'll add loan process. Okay, we pick a page, we hit add, and you see it'll add it to the drop downs here. And then that'll appear right in the new drop downs when you save it. Okay. What you can also do too is, let's say you have, remember how I showed you, you can go to the custom version of the site for a specific person in your office. Okay, you can actually change specifically what you want your navigation bar to be featured on your specific site. Okay, so this loan officer here, this is for this Amy Johnson specific website. If you have a team with 5 people, you'll see 5 different tabs there. And you can actually choose specifically what you want on your navigation bar. If you don't need as many pages, if you want it to be more conversion centric, you can set that up here as well. Okay, lots of cool stuff. And it's pretty straightforward. We try to make it as simple as possible. Go ahead and publish your changes, right? And once that publish button's gone, it means there's nothing new to publish. And you're pretty set up. So that's how we break it down. That's how easy it is to build. We built a website together. It's fully populated with content. We went through the demo site, showed you how it's all integrated into BNTouch, how the loan portal is also integrated into it. So returning customers also have a reason to use your site. We showed you personal specific loan officer sites, and then editing pages and adding and editing the nav bar. Okay. So I'm going to go through, so we have a bunch of questions here. I will go through them one at a time. If you have any questions now, guys, go ahead and type them in, and we'll have a little time. I can go through your specific questions. All right. So we have John here says, I have 3 different mortgage domain names. Can I have all 3 being aimed and sharing my BNTouch content? Yes. So any domain name that you own, let's say you wanted to buy, mymortgage.com, my-mortgage.com, and, MI, like a misspelling of mortgage or something. So you made a wider net for people. You can set any domain name to point right to your BNTouch website. So you could have, let's say, 5, 10, 100 different domain names that all took people to your BNTouch website. That's totally doable. If you want help with that, you can reach out to support, or probably more effectively, the support of wherever you bought your domain name from. So your GoDaddy support, something along those lines. All right. Tiana says, can you show us where on BNTouch you went in order to create the website? Okay, so this is an add-on, guys. So this doesn't come with BNTouch when you have a basic subscription. If you want to add websites to your account, that's going to be up here in the top right from the modules section. You scroll down to BNTouch websites, and then you hit this status on button. Okay, if you have it activated, you're going to go into your options, and then there's going to be a website manager piece here. Once you click into here for the first time, it'll allow you to create your website. Hope that helps. Let's see. John. So John wants to know if you can show us adding Google Maps. Got it. So there is a Google Map page that should come auto-populated. Let's see if I can find it here for you really quickly. Got it. Insert Google Maps. So you will have a Google Map page that shows up. And if you have your business address in BNTouch, connected with your BNTouch account, this will auto-create. It'll automatically put in your address here for the Google Maps for your team. Okay. And then depending on what template you use, it'll put that in different places. So some of them automatically have the maps placed here on the bottom. So go ahead and look through the templates, find the one that you want that displays the map in the way that you like. But you do have a Google Maps page associated with it. John wants to know if we have a Spanish language option. I am not 100% sure about that. John, I will copy your name right now, and I will find out about that and get back to you. Great question, though. That's something I'm not sure of right off the top of my head. Ed Cook, how much does it cost? So if you want to know the price of any of the extra modules in the module section, we will go to the BNTouch website feature, and then every module that is paid. A lot of these are free. They just need to be toggled on and off. This one's $35 a month for one user, and $10 a month for any user after that. So the user means if you wanted to have a personal loan officer website, those extra ones that go right to your portal, those are going to be extra users. If you just want a corporate website or a company website, that's just going to be this first user, $35 a month. John says, but can I have 3 different BNTouch sites for those domain names pointing to my BNTouch information? As in you want to have multiple different websites. So John, that sounds like you have a special circumstance. That's something we could probably work out with you if you reached out to support. They should be able to set up if you're looking for something outside the scope of sort of our default experience. Darren Snow says the audio has gone out. Yes, I will have a recording of this. If you work for a company that doesn't meet compliance requirements. Yes, and Linda, compliance requirements, everything on the website is editable. So if there's anything that your compliance department doesn't like, they can easily take it out. It's easy to remove or edit or change. But yes, we try to keep this as compliant as possible. Cool, everyone. That looks like all the questions. I'll hang out here for another minute if any more questions pop in. But if not, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you got some benefit out of it. I like giving these walkthroughs for you guys. And have a great weekend. And I will see you guys on the next webinar.